Howdy, howdy. It's been several months since I've done an update. Might as well let you know how things are going. Pretty good, actually. Had a good month of September. Finished up 7%. October was kicking my ass until Friday, and then I made it all back, and I'm currently up 0.26%. And I'll show you real quick why that was. On this is what I've decided I'm going to show you. It's hard to figure out which indicators I want to let the public see, and that's good enough. Moving average, MACD, RSI, and this linear regression, something or other. Whatever. It helps me see the waves. So, bottom is here, top is around here. And then when it crosses through, like this, crosses through the moving averages, bottoms out here, MACD with a cross, RSI. So it all kind of lines up somewhere around here. But, so right here, it was where the Fed decided to cut interest rates by way too much, and the market didn't know what to do with it. It shot up at up, down, up, down, down. So we're like, all right, this will clearly, add enough volatility to get it going one direction or the other. These are 4-hour candles, by the way. So one day, all right, I think I sat this one out because I never sit through major news like that. And then that happened. Okay, I'm still waiting for a trend maybe. Maybe got in here. I forget what I was doing, but I tried to keep getting in. And for some reason, day after day, for like 2 or 3 weeks, all of early September, it just didn't do anything. Like, look at this is normal trading. This was after the biggest rate cut in recent memory. And it's like squeeze, tiny candle, gap way up, but then come right back down, up, down, gap way up, shoot back down. Like, what direction are you going? So I lost a lot of money getting stopped out. Except in hindsight, I really shouldn't have, because in the moment, it's like, oh shit, I don't know what direction it's going. But if we just looked here, it's like, yeah, we do. This is still, no matter what these things are doing, gapping up, who knows what, this is still the down. Sorry, it's still coming down, down, down. So this movement, this tiny little movement right here was still the natural down wave. Finally, this happened about on Wednesday, like 3 days ago. It's like, boom, the MACD cross. We're no longer going down. We got to cross up through this. We're finally getting some shit. So that's the natural start of the up. But again, I think I thought it was stuck in this range still. So I couldn't really I kept trying to trade other non-market ETFs, pharmas and stuff that didn't work out. Like for instance, like I tried to trade this one, cuts through, get a MACD cross, put my stop loss like right here, and then it plows right through it. Even the ones I did have some success with, like I bought in here, somewhere around here, I think. And it's like I took some profit, but then it's supposed to go, right back up here. Instead, it had an early return, and I got like nothing out of it. So I kept trying and failing. But anyway, that was, once I saw this, like it broke above, and then on that same day, this is still Wednesday, it held. So basically that was confirmation, MACD cross, and it broke above and held. So I went long on everything. Here's all the stuff I went long on. Just stuff that was triggering. Everything was blowing up. I missed Uber. By that, I just didn't see it in time. And I missed a firm. I saw this. And it's like, well, I missed the MACD and through, and it already gapped up, so I didn't want a part of it. The next day it gaps up again. And I'm like, well, now I can't touch it at all. It's 2 giant gap ups. And then that happened. Like, well, shit. I missed that entire move. But anyway, here's just an example of what I did take. That shot up on Friday. That really shot up on Friday. I think my entry was like down here. That shot up Friday. That was up great on Wednesday. Came back down, but now we're back up again. So I'm hoping and it'll go up to here. I just entered that on Friday somewhere, or no, yeah, on Thursday. So like right in here. So I'm slightly up with Tootsie Roll. I got in somewhere around here. It's slightly up. So those are my 2 newest ones. 2 I'm looking at for Monday is Blend Labs. But again, you see it breaks through the moving average. It's done bottoming out. It's coming back up. Got the MACD cross. That's like my main. I search for MACD crosses to find my stock standard. RSI cross. And then all my other indicators confirm, which you're never going to see. But yeah, especially this is an even better one. Blackstone, but I don't know if that's the one people hate or not, but like a long, and then a cross, and then finally we get all this. And then I had the like 1,000 on my list. I had to just delete them all because TradingView decided to reorder all of them alphabetically against, like, I didn't tell it to do anything. And I've got these set up very specifically, like, you know, Dow long, Dow short, SPY long, SPY short, NASDAQ, like going all the way down to gold, oil, different sectors. Like, these are all specifically designed, and it reordered everything alphabetically, so I just deleted everything and started over. So I have a very short list right now. But what I did add, 2 things that I've added to my technique, is I've got the specific underlying assets. So if I'm interested in trading real estate long, real estate bull 3x share, and it's like, all right, well, this is kind of breaking, like it's about to have a MACD cross, blah, blah, blah. And I want to make sure that I'm not just imagining this. I go into real estate, and in order, once again, of most influence, you know, the biggest share of the biggest underlying share. So this is the number 1 influencer. It's like we can confirm the movement by looking at all of, like, the little ones raising the big one. And it's like, kinda. I'm not really seeing that one's all right. That one was all right already. So it's like if all the underlying assets are doing the same thing and giving me the same signal, then I'm more confident than just seeing one chart. So I've got that, like, tech, all that finance. I can go to finance and start from the number 1, see what it's like. Well, like, this is mixed signals. Like, the major one, the top 1 and top 3, the underlying asset with the most influence and the third most influence aren't doing shit. Like, so just because JP Morgan shot up, that doesn't, and like nothing else is really happening as far as finance. That one shot up. I'm getting like mixed signals, so I want to like trade carefully. And the other thing that I think is going to help me out was during this, when I was still I was waiting for this to figure itself out, SPY and all the other ones that were stuck in basically the exact same pattern. But this was technically on its downward, and I was still trying to trade individual stocks because no one wants to sit around and wait. So I'm like, all right, I'll just trade the hot stocks. But I was having no success, and that's how it's been for years, right? It's like my thing will work for like half a month, 2 weeks to a month, and then it won't work for 2 weeks or so, and then it will work again. And I'm like, well, it's not that my system only works some of the time. It's that I'm trying to use my system against the market trend. So you hear that all the time, trade with the market, and you don't like, whatever. But it's like, when it's going up, trade anything you want long term. When it's in its downturn trend, either do what I do and trade the inverse and things that aren't related, like oil and gold and all that stuff. Just don't buy normal stocks during a downward market trend. Like, it's just not going to work. Even if it's giving you signals to go up, wait for this and then get back to your buying. So I've got this other tab that I can use now. Basically just puts the SPY and the whatever I want over top, and then here's the one I'm looking at. And like most major stocks or companies will go along with the SPY or whatever they belong to specifically. So if it's tech, you might want to look more at NASDAQ or the Russell. But so yeah, you can just show them side by side. There's the dip, there's the high. It's like not always exact, but everything follows the exact same. And you got to realign it, but it's like, boom, they both dipped, they both came down, they both had the major low pop up, there's that dip, come back down, so they follow the exact same kind of pattern, like most main stuff. Let me find one more. There's the one I'm looking at. Blackstone, it's like, boom, here was the low in the SPY, it's the low, and as soon as the SPY starts running up, Blackstone starts running up. All right, SPY starts coming back down, Blackstone comes back down, there's the dip. All right, I should look to buy again. Boom, SPY starts coming back down, and Blackstone stops going up for a second. Boom, SPY comes up. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's just connected. It's only buy when they're matched up. And I think that's going to stop me from having, 4 good weeks followed by 2 bad weeks. It's like I'm at plus 7.79% for since I started the system September, and it's like I think I'm done adding stuff to it for a while because it's like I've got it figured out. I've got alerts set up so it sends it right to my phone, so I don't have to scour for stuff. I've got scans and screeners that bring me like the cream of the croppity crip. Like, everything is set up exactly how I like it. I mean, the only bad part is we're heading into my least favorite months because I failed 4 or 5 years in a row, and it would always be the same cycle, and I wouldn't realize it. I would look back over the whole year and be like, well, that looks easy to trade. And then I would start trading again in October, and I'd have to struggle through the week of Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Like, there's all these, like, markets closed, people are taking money out for Christmas gifts. It's just so, like, unpredictable. I never made it to January for like 3 or 4 years. I gave up before January. So we'll see. I should finish October because like I said, the SPY is already broken through. It's got the MACD cross. It's going to go for, another week or so. We're still in a good uptrend pretty much through the election. But once that happens and it starts coming back down again, I'll try my thing. But we'll see how it works out, and I'll keep adding money to it. I wrote in my free book or whatever on medium.com. You can read it. Go to my, click this, go find that guy, and I'll have a link to where you can find my book. But it's a bunch of funny, good stuff. But I put forth the suggestion that due to compound interest, 0.1% at a time, you're going to end up with $1 million after 20 years, even if you just break even. Like, just as soon as you get any breathing room whatsoever, just raise your stop loss to slightly above where you bought in. And you'll always make a little bit. But if you lose, you have to make twice that much just to break even. So I've started, anytime I lose 2 trades, 3 trades, instead of having to work my way back up, I'll just put the money I lost back in the account, put me back to where I was, and that way the compound interest can just exponentially increase, which is dangerous because basically I'm just linking my bank account to every time I lose, I'm going to throw actual bank account money into it. But as long as I do it carefully and I'm not hemorrhaging money, I actually have a good system. So this is just like skipping ahead to getting back to even. So I lose 1 or 2 trades. I just put 1 or 2 trades worth of money back in, and that way the next couple of winners will take me up like this instead of trying to climb my way back up the hill. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone who's new. Okay. I'll update you 0 subscribers and fans that I have at the end of October. All right. See ya.